Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scribo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Wednesday, August 24th, and the moon starts the day in Cancer and then moves into Leo at 9 in the morning, 9:10. Oh, might be in Leo by now. I did get up a little late this morning, which is kind of unusual. Speaking of unusual, today, the planet of the unusual stations retrograde. It did that this morning. Uranus is an energy of awakening, and very often Uranus works in such a way that we don't know what. We know something's going to happen, but we don't know what. And so it can be shocking and surprising when these outer planets change direction, or seemingly change direction, because they don't really change direction. It just looks that way from our perspective here on Earth. It's kind of like a visual Doppler. For those of you who took physics, you'll know what I'm talking about. Or maybe you know what I'm talking about even if you hadn't taken physics. Can't assume. Not with Uranus around. Can't assume. So anytime a planet goes retrograde, the planet itself, the energy of the planet becomes more internalized. And so the planet of revolution goes from being an outwardly expressed revolution to a revolution within. And so we will be examining ourselves in a way, and maybe being tested or testing ourselves in a way to see how, in fact, authentic we can be. It is a challenge to be authentic. That is the challenge of Uranus. Who are you really? And will you express that? And of course, it's part of our process of evolving, right? It's a part of our process of opening up to larger perspectives. And Uranus is really good at that. Usually forces our hand, but with it retrograde, perhaps it's going to be a little bit of a quieter evolution. We also have Venus making a lovely trine to Chiron. Venus in Leo, self-expressive, and creative. Chiron, of course, the wound in Aries of identity, of masculinity. We have an opportunity to come to some better understanding of ourselves and others through our relationships. So this actually can be very much of a healing experience. So we got a boatload of rain yesterday, which you can see actually things are greening up again. Of course, we have all this overgrown stuff that I have to mow. But I haven't really had to mow all summer because nothing was growing. Everything that was growing was grown, but now we have some more green popping up, and that's kind of good news. Things greening up again. And then, of course, we'll have the change again. Let's see what's growing over here. Oh, this in front of us, sort of light green with those berries right there, that's an elderberry. That's an elderberry. We just planted it. There's a little plant, and hopefully next year we'll have a pretty healthy elderberry crop, and I can make myself some elderberry syrup. So in case I get a cough, that stuff works killer, or pissa, as we say here. And there's an elderberry here as well. It's kind of hard to tell, but that right there, right in the middle of the frame, that's also an elderberry. A friend of ours gave us 2 plants. Well, let's see how everything's going on in the garden now that we got all this water. Wow, that's pretty amazing. those pumpkins, holy crap, they are really, really growing. And the peppers are looking good, and the corn. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. And there was a little cleanup around here, so it's not quite cleaned up completely, but it looks better. Again, it's been a little too hot. It's been hot. It's really nice. That's some of the stuff we're cleaning up. It's really nice, for the rain. And you think that, oh, it's rain, it's going to be cooler. No. Just gave it more like fodder for the hot box. But I'm not complaining. It's actually a beautiful morning at this moment. And I'm enjoying it. So remember, today, inner revolution. And it is retrograde until January 22nd. So there's a lot of inner revolution happening. In fact, all of the transpersonal planets are retrograde right now. But I think that shifts in September. So, but we will enjoy this inner revolution while we have all the planets doing that. All right, guys, have yourself a wonderful day. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Of course, you will have, I'm sure. And take care of yourselves. Namaste, everyone.